President Trump has signed an executive order aimed at reducing the cost of IVF. It effectively tells his team that in the next 90 days, he wants to see ways that IVF or in vitro fertilization can be made more affordable. That is the process many families use across the U.S. if they're facing infertility in order to have children. Now, the issue with IVF is that in most cases, insurance can be very spotty on it, and most employers don't cover it. Now, this is very preliminary. It instructs his team to give him basically a list of policy recommendations within the next few months, and then figure out how to proceed from there. We should mention IVF became a major talking point during the presidential campaign, and Trump, during the campaign last year, referred to himself as the father of IVF and promised that all women and all families who want to be able to use IVF to deal with infertility will be covered by either the government or insurers. Now, once he gets these recommendations, if President Trump wants to be able to follow through on that, he's going to need Congress, and he's going to need Republicans in Congress, many of whom have been reluctant to approve funding for IVF. The estimate right now is it'll cost at least $7 billion a year, based on current numbers, to cover IVF for all Americans who want to use it. Keep in mind, IVF right now accounts for about 2% of births in America. He's also going to have to deal with the more social conservative wing of his party, many of whom have issues related to the IVF process, which often entails the destruction or discarding of embryos. So preliminary move here with his executive order to research ways to make IVF more affordable. Upon him receiving those recommendations, we will see what happens next.